What is going on today, everyone? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Just staying safe in quarantine, living your best lives. Today, we are going to be talking about phone service when traveling because sometimes your plan you have at home won't work while you're abroad. One thing that you definitely need to consider is how and if you're going to have phone service. In today's video, I'm going to be summing up everything you need to know, what your plan already covers, what the extra hidden fees may be, and when it just makes sense to buy another SIM card or even an entirely new plan. In exchange for summing all of this information up into one convenient video for you guys, all that I ask is that you guys smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'll wait. Did you smash it yet? You can even smash it multiple times, you just have to smash it an odd number of times, that way it ends on the blue color. The most basic option when traveling abroad is to travel Wi-Fi only. While this might seem crazy, what it is you put your phone on airplane mode when you get on your flight. Then you just leave your phone on airplane mode your entire trip and only turn Wi-Fi on. While this might seem a little out of the ordinary, there's tons of offline options, from offline Google Maps, offline translators, so it is definitely possible to get around. And with a lot of major cities, especially in Europe, such as Barcelona, London, and Paris, all offering citywide public Wi-Fi, this can be a very appealing option. While the citywide Wi-Fi isn't 100% reliable, it's definitely better than nothing. And if someone else in your group is already paying for service, it might make sense just to go Wi-Fi only. I have personally done this on multiple trips, specifically through Europe, where there's plenty of bars and restaurants to duck into and order a coffee in order to enjoy the Wi-Fi and plan out my next move. It can also be nice to be forced to disconnect from your phone for a little bit, especially while on vacation. But maybe you're traveling by yourself, or you just wouldn't feel safe without a reliable phone to reach out for help if the worst happens, or just to use maps if you needed to find your way home in the middle of the night. And that's completely okay. We're going to be going over all of your options later on in this video. I have definitely started to pay for service more often throughout my trips as I have become more of a frequent traveler. Unless your carrier offers Wi-Fi calling, I always recommend setting up Skype or Google Voice so that way you can make outbound calls. You never know when an emergency might happen, or maybe you just need to call a restaurant to see if they're open. Having this already set up can come in handy, especially if your bank freezes your debit card when you go to take money out in a different country. That way you can just connect to Wi-Fi, call your bank, and get your card unfrozen. There's a chance your phone carrier may already cover some form of international coverage from phone, data, or texting. I've already summed up all the major US phone carriers in this video for you guys, so you have all that convenient information in one place. Starting with Verizon. Verizon offers you a Day Pass, which is $5 for Mexico or Canada and $10 for 185 other supported countries. This Day Pass will allow you to access your same minutes and texting from your domestic plan abroad and gives you 500 megabytes of high-speed LTE data and then 2 gigabytes of reduced speed after that. It should be noted that Verizon does run off of CDMA towers, while most countries use GSM towers. As long as you do have a smartphone newer than the iPhone 4S, you should be fine. But if you do have an older phone, it's worth looking into if your phone is compatible to connect to GSM towers. AT&T offers a similar plan where you can purchase a Day Pass for only $10 a day. This will allow you to get unlimited texting, calling, and access your same domestic data plan that you have at home in over 100 countries. AT&T does also offer a passport plan, which will give you unlimited texting, calling at 35 cents a minute, and 2 or 6 gigabytes of data, depending on whether you choose the $70 option or the $140 option. There is also a pay-as-you-go data plan, but it is outrageously expensive, and I would never recommend that to anyone. T-Mobile is a very popular option for travelers because it offers unlimited 2G data, unlimited texting, and 25 cents a minute international calling already included in your plan. unless you do have a prepaid plan or a no credit check plan in which the international package is not included. It should be noted that T-Mobile's data is at 2G speeds. While that is fine if you just want to use it for maps or to do some basic web browsing or emails, if you would like to do anything more intensive, you will need to connect to Wi-Fi. If you would like to purchase high-speed data from T-Mobile, they offer plans starting at just $5 per day. If you already have T-Mobile, odds are you're already going to be set for your trip. After T-Mobile announced their international plan, Sprint was quick to announce theirs. Sprint will give you unlimited 2G data, unlimited texting, and 20 cents per minute calling while you're abroad. Sprint Unlimited customers will also experience 4G LTE speeds while in Mexico and Canada. But if you aren't a Sprint Unlimited customer or you're traveling outside of those two countries, you can upgrade to 4G LTE speeds with day passes ranging from $2 to $10 per day. Google Fi is by far my favorite phone plan while traveling. Google Fi, formerly known as Project Fi, will offer you unlimited texting, calling at 20 cents a minute, and your standard data rates when abroad. The data will be 4G LTE when available, but for cities that don't support LTE yet, it will be 3G speeds. Since Google Fi works in over 200 countries, this is the perfect plan if you're going to be doing any country hopping. Google Fi will always connect to the strongest tower. There have been plenty of occasions where I've had perfect service while other travelers around me who had purchased local SIM cards were struggling to find a connection. Fi hack. You're going to want to hear me out on this one even if you don't have Google Fi. Google Fi offers you two plans. One is $70 per month that will include unlimited everything. The other plan is $20 per month for unlimited calling and texting with data charged at $10 per month with a maximum total bill of $80. That means if you use 8 gigabytes of data in 1 month, your bill will still only be $80. The great thing about Google Fi is there's a pause button within the app that will allow you to put your service on pause at any point as well as resume it. This means if you're a savvy traveler like myself, you can only enable your Fi plan while you're traveling to make sure you have service and then put your service on pause anytime you're at home. I did test this theory once by only enabling my Fi plan for 1 day, and as you can see, I was charged under $1. Since my phone uses dual SIM, which most modern smartphones do, I have a Verizon plan that I use at home, and then whenever I'm abroad, I just go into settings and turn off Verizon and turn on Google Fi in order to quickly connect to service. This means if I'm abroad for 1 week, I can turn on Google Fi for just 1 week and only be charged for 7 days of use, not the entire month, which can be amazing considering that it works in over 200 countries. So for frequent travelers, this can save you a lot of money. Google Fi even supports digital SIM, so you don't even need to order a new SIM card in order to get signed up. This is my phone bill from when I was traveling in Southeast Asia. As you can see, I was charged 20 cents for the 1 minute that I used in a prorated rate based on how many days I had the service on, as well as a prorated rate based on how much data I used. If you would like to sign up for Google Fi, I've included my referral link in the description where you can get $20 off your first bill. That $20 off means if you're only going to take a trip for 1 to 2 weeks, you could essentially get free phone service. Why would you not sign up for Google Fi right now? You've got all the time in the world. You can put the service on pause as soon as you get it. Then you'll be all set up for when international travel resumes. The final and often cheapest option when traveling abroad is to buy a local SIM card. Before you do this, you're going to want to call your carrier and make sure your phone is unlocked. If your phone is locked, the local SIM card will simply not work. Most phones are unlocked these days, but if you have a phone payment plan or lease, there's a chance your carrier will need to unlock your phone before your trip in order to use it abroad. While the prices of local SIM cards may vary, it's almost always the cheapest option. Although I never recommend purchasing a local SIM card in the airport. Head into the city first, find a cell phone shop, or sometimes even a vending machine, and purchase the SIM card there. You can also pre-purchase your SIM card online on sites like Amazon before your trip. One that I recommend for Europe is the Orange Holiday SIM card. There's two variations, one that has 8 GB of data, and the other has 20 GB of data. The great thing about this is it's 4G LTE data, and you have a local phone number, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but there's been plenty of occasions that I've checked into my hostel early, and since I had a local phone number, they were able to call me and let me know when the room was ready for me to come back and check in while I was out exploring the city. If you are interested in picking one of these up, I have left the Amazon links in the description to this video. After you use your SIM card, you can also reload it online for even cheaper, which is amazing. So if you buy the SIM card, you can just keep it in a sock drawer and pull it out anytime you're going to Europe and top it up with a little bit of dough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I did put a lot of time and effort into this video, making sure I had accurate information for you guys all summed up in one convenient place. That's why it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe by clicking my face right here and leave a comment down below with what phones plans you plan on using during your next trip. Are you going to travel Wi-Fi only? Or maybe spend a little bit of money so that way you can stay connected? I'll see you guys next time.